Hey, what's going on, everybody? Yeah, I'm gonna do a quick video on my kayak real quick because it's real quick and quick because quickiness does a lot of quick. Why do I keep saying that word? I don't know. But yeah, I just wanted to show real quick. This is all my climbing gear. I started climbing again. This is all my fishing gear right here. Yeah, you know how it is. You always organize the crap out of it, and then all of a sudden, boom, it goes to hell and back. But yeah, there's more crap than baby. Just a bunch of poop everywhere. Yeah, it snowed last night, so everything's melting off. It's kind of crazy, kind of nuts. But yeah, here's my kayak. It is a nice feel-free lure, 11.5-foot kayak. Do a quick little overview of it real fast. Everything that I've got for it. There's a few things on here that are really neat, really interesting, and I really enjoyed making them. First off, right up front, we have navigation lights right here. Red side, green side. And then obviously the white one in the back, so it's compliant. Pretty neat, pretty cool. Let's go ahead and turn those off. All of that, all my electronics is wired up right here in my dry well. This is a big old boat battery. I put it like this because there's a nice little slot down here. And it slides perfectly, fits absolutely perfect, and doesn't go anywhere, which is really, really cool. What I will probably do is find a way to rig it sideways to where I can fit more stuff in here for longer trips if I plan on doing those. But as you can see here, my freaking camera boom, it's always in the back. I am putting it up front now for tomorrow's video with a Warrior tackle box. So you're gonna get some stuff there. Plus I also have a new GoPro, so I'll be wearing a chest mount. Normally the Feel Free lure has a sonar pod right here that houses all the fish finder stuff, but I decided to move it out of the way for my trolling motor, which I'll get to in a second. But yeah, I got a boom here for my transducer for the Garmin 5CV, Garmin Striker 5CV. Really cool, awesome down scan fish finder. But yeah, here's my USB ports right here. I can turn them on, turn them off. There's on, off, obviously. I'm gonna rewire everything so I can have all the cables that I need. I got another 10-foot USB cable here that I would really want to use. I got my cables right up here for my fish finder. I have my Kayak trolling motor quick connect. This is actually a mini Coda quick connect that I had to solder together. That was really fun to do. But here's the inboard mount that I have for my trolling motor. I actually had to create this piece of wood right here to reinforce it. It's actually 3 pieces of wood screwed together. I chipped it apart here, sanded it down so it would fit the trolling motor perfectly, so it's the exact same every time. And then underneath this that you don't really see, you can kind of see on the corner here, but it's all fiberglass underneath it. So it's nice and strong, nice and sturdy. It's not going to fall apart. But yeah, here's the trolling motor. It's a Newport Vessels Kayak Series. I think it's a 24-inch shaft, but it's a 36-pound trolling motor. Has 5 forward speeds, 3 reverse. I can only really go up to speed 3 for forward because I put a piece of foam right here once I put it in to prevent water splashing up. But after speed 3, water will splash up in the corner here and get all in the boat. I do have a couple more pieces of foam coming so I can kind of reinforce how that's done, recut how it's done so it actually works a little bit better. But the big thing I will say, if you're going to do a trolling motor inboard like this on a kayak like this, what are the other kayaks that do this? I think the Hobie might actually do this, but you don't really need that for the Hobie because you're spending a ton of money anyway. There's a couple other kayaks that have the inboard hole here. What I would recommend is if you do go with a trolling motor, obviously make sure your trolling motor is nice and not longer than your gap here. But the big thing is the 2-prop. Have to have a 2-prop. It will not slide down here unless that prop is vertical. Same with bringing it out. It's the only downfall is when you go to bring it out, you got to reach down in the water and make sure your prop is all vertical. But yeah, kind of sucks. The big thing I really do like about the Feel Free lure kayaks is this awesome, super thick padded 10-point adjustable seat. You can stand up in it. It's super sturdy, super awesome. It's got all the freaking holders for the paddles. It's got I put a nice trolley, anchor trolley on it. I don't really use it that much anymore, but this is my pull string right here for my my beaver tail rudder system. That's also made by Feel Free. Works really well, installs really easy. And then obviously my kayak tackle storage crate that I have made. It's got one lid up top here with a nice little top storage of a crate that I cut down really small. And then it opens up on the other side, nice and big. I have to adjust how this is so it'll actually open up properly. But then you can look up in here. This is all the tackle gear that I'm going to be bringing tomorrow. Only warrior tackle stuff. It's all held together by zip ties, and then obviously you have the Yak Attack, the Yak Attack pole holders. I just installed these. I had PVC ones before, but I feel like these are going to give me a little bit better room and stability with what I'm doing. So that's pretty much it. That's the entire kayak. By all means, if you guys have any questions whatsoever, do not hesitate to ask. Yes, it is a climbing wall behind me in my garage. I built it myself. But yeah, absolutely do not hesitate to ask. And the big thing about building something on your kayak or doing something is, one, don't be afraid to cut into your kayak. If you cut into the top of it, you can always patch it. You can always fix it if you don't like that anymore. But two, it's all about planning out the build and enjoying the build yourself. It really is what it's all about. It's all about having fun yourself and making something unique. Has this been done before? Probably. But it's got my own little personal touch and flair to it, and I really enjoy using it. But other than that, guys, I'll see you guys on the water, man. Tight lines. Let's go catch some fish tomorrow. Later.